and I think Will thinks he's doing something righteous by like sharing and being so transparent with it.
Post entanglement.
Is it the post entanglement glow?
I, that's the only thing I can think of because I'm with you. I didn't understand why Will would, bring this up again or bring this back to light after we had just got done because Will was getting killed for a while on social media off that. So I didn't understand why he would bring that back up. But he mentioned in the GQ article, marriage shouldn't feel like a prison and why they do what they
And
do and all
again,
this
but
stuff.
whoever said that marriage was a prison? I mean, and we're speaking
But
as two unmarried men, but I think
yeah,
it's just, again, it's like you're telling your opinion of marriage within the question or within the
I was about to
statement.
say sometimes when people speak, they are just projecting their opinions and their feelings onto,
And so
answering the
again,
question.
they're just, what kind of accountability? So clearly you were in a space where marriage felt like a jail.
Mm-hmm.
And so you had to do what you did with your relationship. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I just think it begs the question, right? Like, is it, like I mean, is monogamy a prison? Are people like, is that why people are relating to this story?
I don't. I mean, to answer the question, no, monogamy is not a prison to me. Like you mentioned earlier, obviously
Same, and
we're
I
not
don't think
married.
so.
Yeah, we're not married, but we've been in multiple monogamous relationships throughout our lives,
Yeah,
and it's never felt like a prison. And to
no,
answer that question, so no, I wouldn't say it's prison, but I do think that people do relate to it today because that is sadly, that's just the society that we live in today, bro. Like nobody wants to be committed to anything if we're being realistic. And relationship first and foremost. Like people don't
no,
value committed relationships like maybe they did when we were growing up. You get what I'm saying? Like we're seeing that's why the divorce rate is so high, I believe, is because instead of trying to work through a marriage issue, we try to pull a Will and Jada and go get into entanglements and open relationships and stuff like that. And because we're feeling like we're locked up instead of going to get the keys to unlock yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it doesn't have to be this quote unquote prison. Everybody needs help. Every relationship takes work. That's why it's so important for therapy in any type of relationship because that can help you grow and see yourself in a different way and challenge your perspective and things like that. And we talked about this before. Like people grow. Like you're not gonna be the same person once you get into a relationship that you
no,
are, 5-10 years from
not at all.
from there. So if it feels like a prison, then obviously something's going wrong, but that doesn't mean that you have to look outside of monogamy. You get what I'm
Not at
saying?
all. And right, and everything is solving communication. Like this is
Right.
not the dating advice show. I think it's just when it
Exactly.
comes to public relationships, and maybe that's also what we're seeing here, right? Is is like, how do you thread the line with having a public relationship? I feel like that's very, very, very hard. Even for people that aren't celebrities, I think that there's just this
Mm-hmm.
expectation to share so much of our lives right now. When Will's even
Right.
opened up about that, to where he, in the '90s, you could be this mega star, and there was the allure of who is this star that we don't have access to, right? And then things change, right? Things change into social media and needing the vulnerability, people wanting to be out there, things like that.
Yeah.
Not, it's
I've
not,
always
and
said though, like if I'm ever blessed enough to be on the public stage, if you will, like like
do
a
you
Will
bring
Smith or something
like,
like that.
how open are you with your relationship there?
That's what I was gonna say. I think I would be more so like a J. Cole and a Kendrick Lamar. I don't want to share a lot. And if I do, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sharing something every so often, very, very rarely, because I don't think it needs to be broadcasted. I mean, and obviously there's many, many celebrities out there who broadcast it for the right reasons and things like that. But lots of people, as you know, broadcast it just to broadcast it and are
Yeah,
broadcasting stuff that's not even what they're really going through in real life. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So for me, I think it will be more kept on the low.
Why is that? Why? Because I'm the same. I'm very much public figure, private person
Mm-hmm.
in relationships. I would like to, like, there's a part of me that loves like sharing it, but I feel like it's like the people that know are gonna know I'm in a relationship, because I'm like, I don't move in a physical sense like, oh, I'm keeping this, super under wraps. But I think just for social media,
Yeah,
for my brand, at least for me, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook, that's business.
branding
It's
exactly,
branding. Like, it's way more
bro. Because it's
business.
I
Like,
think for
it's
me
it's
it's
not
like
real life. So it's
yeah,
like,
exactly.
I don't like it for the I don't like it for the aspect of people having like this microscope on my life. I just don't really need that. And so I don't know if I ever get to that point where I just want to share my relationship so openly with people.